They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That'll be complete to Breida. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go play action. Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Alert. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. No. Off. Greystone, Travis. Watch the shift.
On the ground, Richard. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
180. Go. Double time. Hey. We got 3. 3 down. He's coming. We got double up.
This is Richard. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mayfield down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
180. Point it right, point it right, point it right.
It's now 3rd down.
.61, matchbox lights. Here we go, here we go. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Pistol. 57's right. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant. Watch the slant, watch the slant. 57's the mic, 57's the mic. Hurry, hurry.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Steelers. And even 50 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 33-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
Ready, flag, check, watch 54, watch 54. Quit talking about it and bring it. Easy. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Come to my world.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Working out of the gun, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And his kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Run. Check 3. Check. Regular. Bang.
Richard. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 44-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On the carry, it's Logan, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Richard. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 11. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 11.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
4 down. Check 52. Kings. Check.
Here's a give to Richard, and he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Man up, D. He's checking. Crash. Hurry. 51, Mike, 51. Watch the run.
Richard on the toss. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Alpha. 57, Mike, 57. Wild Bill, Wild Bill. Mike's 57, 57's Mike. Tackles, tackles. 57.
From the gun, Mayfield. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Sanders' kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On first down, here's Breida, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On second and 11 now. Winston, open man is Samuel, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
We own them. We own them. Check, 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 check. Easy. Like 22, he's coming, 22.
A first down throw for Winston. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Price. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Mike 22, he's coming, 22's coming. Mike. Stop your whining. Come on, 22, Mike 22. I got one. Mike 22, he's coming, 20. Easy. Bring it. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 22, man. Hey, let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you've got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers, and on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Hey, come on now. Flip it. Easy. Flip it. Like 22.
Again, it's Winston. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Green, Timothy.
On the draw, this is Smith. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Charger drive about to get going. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
33. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, Echo. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. I got you.
Mayfield to throw it this time. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Logan. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
From the shotgun, they run with Smith, and he'll be taken down at the 18. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Third and long for Winston. And an alley to run. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a give, right side. It's Logan. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they... Point it right, point it right, point it right. Kill. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch the twist. Jim. Hurry.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Run. Day, every day, any day. Watch out. Hurry. 58 to Mike.
On second down, Richard. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
got 80. Regular. In your face. Hey, exit.
On third down, Mayfield. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll bring him back within 4. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
This will be taken very short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check it. Let's get it person. Sonic. Easy. Go get him. Mike's 22. Let's go.
Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is Winston. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 21 yards there on third down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Winston now from the 50. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got it at the 15. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Let's get
At the 9-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let me go.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready. Mike 25. Mike 5-4. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Let me go.
On second down, here's Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. And the Steelers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Max 22, Max 22. Go. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Max 22, he's coming.
From the gun, Winston. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Deron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Run. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Exit.
Throwing on second down, Mayfield. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
180. 57's the mic. Cut.
This is Logan. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now a handoff to Rashard.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry. Hey, check Mike 57.
Here's Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Hey, let's go. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, Charlie.
Big stop, let's go. 51's Mike. Mike's 51. Watch the run.
I got you.
Now Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
A gain of 12. First down, Pittsburgh.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
That's it, baby. Ready.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. A 1st down carry for Smith. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
At the 37-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Smith. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Check. Cross. Cross.
Come on. Come back. Easy, easy, easy.
Like 22, he's coming. 23. Who that? Shit.
Easy. That's what's up.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Chargers' 22-yard line.
Ready. Black, what's that?
Mike 54.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Easy. Listen back here.
Right there. 54.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
Ready. Blue ready.
Check. Watch 54. I'm here all day. Let's go.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's got room. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Smith trying to run for it. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Hurry!
Check.
Go! Watch out!
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That's good for 28 yards.
Mike, 58, right there.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
Set! 180! Hurry!
58's to Mike. 58's to Mike.
Hey, alert!
That's track. 58, boys. 58.
Bravo!
Mike, you must be getting tired of seeing me. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. Watch!
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
At their own 8-yard line.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then